Hello, hello. We are back with some more Rebuild 3. When we left off, we had arrived at, man, I forget the name of the town, a new town where the military is present, and had talked to a zombie that could speak. Spokane. That's the city. Alright, yeah, we were working to push toward the river, get the workshop. I'm afraid of the Spokane tax collectors coming for me. They need more housing if they're gonna join us. That's why we're making an apartment there. Right, that's where we were. Yay. Oh god. I'll go handle that. Those of you who have been paying attention might have noticed I've been, to the stream days, I've been streaming more late at night lately. It's because it's been hot as balls. Okay. There we go. We have an apartment, so I'm gonna go and try and reclaim those others again. Or reclaim, recruit, and we'll put them to work in farms. And you... Okay, so I'm thinking about how we want to expand. We're gonna push against the river there in order to reduce our border count slightly. Okay, yeah, we're gonna reclaim this here as well. No, we're not. We're gonna reclaim that hospital. The hospital is very good to have. Oh, it's asking me if I want to go on a date with somebody. Not today. I have no interest in forming a relationship yet. Ooh. Traveling, a government merchant. Huh. They've got raiding parties and traders ready to come toward us. Alright, you reclaim this, and you get to work on producing ammo, because that'll be a good trade resource. Yeah. Go scout here. Gustav. Of course, we love kids. 3 kids. I did the math. That's another ration and a half to feed them every day. Plus 2 more for the parents. And we'll have to assign someone to watch their children so these 2 can get some work done. I think we can manage that. Welcome aboard, Aaron and Major Stewart. And little Colin. Holly and little Colin, Holly and Andre. Alright, the unwatched kid is going to be with our... Ooh, while she makes ammo, she's gonna change diapers. Okay. I'm gonna kill Gustav. I hate Gustav, we're gonna kill him. Alright, you 2 work this farm together. Oh, God. Okay, scout that out, make sure there's not too much Zed. Oh! A radio station. Alright. Yeah, Gustav is not welcome wherever we might be. Let's try and do some trading. Let's start... Scout that, and then we're gonna start having you builders help kill. Oops. Oh, we can fish in the river. I didn't know that. Food. Oh my goodness, assault rifles. Those are tempting, really. Give just a few of our people those, and they'll be way more well equipped. But not yet. We don't really have good trading. I'll go handle that horde. Alright, all of you scatter and start fighting things where you can. Oh god, what if you went and worked on this farm? Then we're still losing. Okay, we're not off to a very good start. I'm gonna try and recruit over here. Also, I just realized because that's a church, that's one less front where zombies will come after us, because zombies are never in churches. Oh man, we're like completely surrounded by government territory, huh? Oh no, we want you on farming duty. You gotta watch your kids. Creating my own additional difficulty. Pair of guys at the gate. I think we've gotten this in the past. Let's just give them water. And then they move on. Sorry if we haven't gotten that previously. It might just be that I've gotten a lot in my previous runs. If I keep this like claiming going that way. Yeah. Oh wait, you're supposed to be crafting ammo. Hang on. Let's reclaim this, because it will reduce the amount of areas zombies come at us from. That's the big goal here, is to reduce how much how many areas we have to keep clean. The man I went to recruit at the church was so starved his skin was hanging off the bone. But he was chipper about it, cracking jokes about his recent diet and how Weight Watchers could have learned a few things from him. Aww. His name is Philip Penderson. He doesn't have any special skills, but says he's flexible. We could really use a soldier, Philip. Alright. Yeah. But we always need more soldiers. Always might be because they keep dying out there. I mean, welcome aboard, Philip. Yeah, I don't think we've had a single casualty this run, actually. Alright. Convince them to let us keep it. Which is very good. You're gonna go and start researching now. Zombie vitals. Let's start getting into fighting back against the Zed. I'm gonna try and reclaim this. Oh no, wait, we have you as a builder. You reclaim that. And I'll scout here real fast. I don't remember if we've gotten this. Mandatory guard duty. Our permanently posted guards can't stay awake 24/7, so some of us have been taking turns watching the walls after dark, while they rest. But not... Sorry, I'm just adjusting my mic a little. But not everybody. Others sleep peacefully through the night, snug in their bed, like the world isn't ending out there. Sure, not everyone's handy with a 12 gauge, but that's no reason to shirk duty, right? Volunteer guards is enough. Okay, they're reclaiming some stuff. I'll just start running around fighting wherever I can. Oh, he's such a fast researcher. Basic traps could be helpful with our troop count. If they're going to be right up our asses, we're going to take advantage of that fact. We're going to push our borders right against the government's borders in order to stay safe. Okay. Boom. Okay. Not a lot of zombie threat. Yeah, kill the zombies. And I will scout here. Okay. I'm gonna go and scavenge and get us some food, hopefully. Oh, we don't have enough wood. Okay. Go chop wood. Sorry, gotta do it in a place that's dangerous. A small earthquake gave Spokane a shake yesterday. We're all okay, but a suburb over in the government's fort was badly damaged. They're asking for help with putting the thing back together. Seems most of their people are too busy fending off Zed. I'm guessing their walls didn't fare well either. So, from the description we got from them last time, I'm not liking them. That's not help. We do not like them enough to help, and we do not dislike them enough to fix up the building and seize it from them. Seize it from them. Whatever. Yee. So, they dislike us a little, and they're weak. I hope that wasn't a mistake. You go kill zombies here. Okay. Now go over there. Both you go and reclaim this. Work together on that. I'll do the chopping. Actually, no. It's more important that I scavenge. You go chop. I'm gonna scavenge from here. Okay. We can now build zombie traps. I don't know if we're actually gonna make use of those yet. Ooh. You can do zombie baiting now. Let's actually get survivor management so we can start upgrading our people. Okay. Convince them to let us keep the dojo. Found a radio? Nice. What does that do? Increased leadership. Ooh, hold on, actually. Let's give you that. And let's give you the multi-tool. I'm not changing my equipment because it's all gifts from friends. Okay. I'll handle the threat over here. You think you can handle the radio station? Yes, you can. And you go scout over here. Uh-oh. Are they moving in to attack us? No. Already got survivor management. Research signposting. We could get more people here. That would be helpful. I'll go kill this horde before it gets too much stronger. You keep that area safe. You go ahead and reclaim the radio tower. And let's talk to good old Adelaide. Adelaide Finch and I had time to talk again today. As she was saying earlier, I can't stand these cramped quarters. I just want to be left alone, but I wouldn't survive out there. My old studio was above an old folks' home. They kept to themselves, and that was the way I liked it. Problem was, I didn't keep up with the news. Hang on. Sorry. Spent all day working on my sculptures. I didn't realize Zed existed until they were bashing down my door. Turns out old people don't run so fast, and most of them were turned in a matter of hours. Sounds like you're an artist. I mean, you're not going to be fortifying buildings, but it makes sense character-wise. And we can see the kids grown. Because the kids do grow older, and can join your settlement eventually. What about you, Anders? What's your story? Hey boss, how goes? What am I doing lying in the sun? It's break time, boss. Union rules and all. Yeah, okay, you got me. We don't have much in the way of a union nowadays. More of a benevolent dictatorship. I'll get back to work. Redecorator. Sure. Since you're a builder already. Although that doesn't make sense considering they were just being set up as someone lazy, but I didn't really think about that when I picked it. If you go out in the woods today, you might, if you go out in the woods today, you might get Well, he might get poison ivy and a rash. But Aaron Stewart managed to avoid that. He did come back with a huge stack of purple berries, though. The thing is, we don't know what kind of berries they are, or whether they are good to eat. What should we do with them? Research them. Our best engineer, though he'd seen them in a book of local species once, sure enough, or thought he had. Sure enough, he managed to find a reference, and they're edible. Let's eat them. Well, we tried a few, and they didn't seem to have any bad side effects. Aaron Stewart ate a whole handful, either brave or he was just really hungry. Seems like they're good. Man, I know there's a thing of like, the 3 tests. There's 3 tests you can do on a plant to see if it's edible. I only remember one, which is to rub it on your skin, a small patch of your skin, and wait a day or 2. I don't remember how long it says to wait, and wait a while, and if a rash develops, don't eat it. That's one of the 3 survival tests. I don't remember the others. Alright, you go do that. I'm gonna reclaim... I'm gonna try and recruit whoever's up here. Ooh, go scout that out real fast. Radio station reclaimed. Yeah, we might be able to do something fancy with that radio station. I've never seen them in this game, but I remember in one of the old ones, in Rebuild 2, one of the game endings was achieved through having a radio station. The soul... Oh, do we not have a level 9 leader? Really? Huh. The soldier and his son seemed to think it was better to keep moving. By settling down, he thought, we're just making our presence known to all the Zed and less friendly people in the area. Then they come for us and it will be bad. He had a boy, shared a long, meaningful look. I guess they've been through some hard times. And have trouble trusting people. Let's bribe them with food. I didn't want to scare them, that felt not right. For all their talk, these two didn't look well. Santiago seemed half-starved to death. In fact, I offered the boy an energy bar and he just about swallowed it whole. I told them there's more where that came from, and they practically followed me back to the fort like puppies. You just gotta work for it. Help us maintain our food supply. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and reclaim all against their borders. And then start pushing downriver. Now we got signposting, so we might draw in more people. Nice, nice. Let's do zombie bait. And also, are they planning to attack us? We're gonna pool our people to defend. I can't tell where they're planning their attack at. Convince them it's okay for us to keep the workshop. Let's just try and defend. There it is, they did come. You know, I would have personally, if they just asked nicely, paid tax. I don't think the government are here to talk. Our construction expert, Anders Irikamo, thinks he could slap together a makeshift catapult using some building materials. Let's do that. It was more like a teeter-totter. You drop a crate of bricks on one end and whatever's sitting on the other gets flung at the government. Very effective. We're taking bets on who's going to be the first to ride it. Ooh, the farms are doing extra good. Let's make sure we're taking advantage of that, huh? You go back to your farm. You two go back to your farm. You go back to crafting ammo. You go back to researching... Let's actually research construction. And, okay. I'm going to reclaim this. You two go and kill the Zed here and here. You're going to reclaim those spaces soon. Alright, let's change your research. Power generators. Yeah, power generators. Alright, you help me with that. You reclaim this. And you go kill zombies over here. And I'm gonna step away from that and scavenge here for food. And I said, and scavenge here for food. Convince them it's okay. You help with that. Terrible comic? What? I've never seen that. So badly written that it inspires you to do better. Oh, it's a good engineering item. I love that. Here you go, buddy. Get the terrible comic. That's fantastic. Okay. You go defend here. I'll scavenge over here. And actually, go reclaim this. We need more farmland, desperately. Oh, you were supposed to be reclaiming, not chopping. Shit. A science book. Do we want to give you a science book? Yeah, no, it's not as good. Oops. Oh no! We really should have had someone on watch. The last thing we needed is to paint a large no one here free for plundering sign on our fort. The government raiders must have been so excited when they showed up to find nobody protecting the laboratory at all. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that they were planning an attack. Ugh. Let's get searchlights. That's new. You go kill there. I'll go kill here. Okay. Somebody turned an old restaurant into a brand new workshop last night. Yes, overnight. And I won't admit it was him, but he keeps asking everybody what they think of the new building. Personally, I like the old color scheme better, but this workshop is more useful. There's a special ability kicking. Wait. Oh, so it's not like as we take them, he'll just randomly decide to change buildings. That's kind of neat. I wonder what buildings the game counts as useless, though, for that purpose of calculating that. Because I know some, like the 811 Mart. Hang on, scavenge. The 811 Mart can be useful for certain random encounters, but is useless aside from that. City's expanding. I found a cat! Who wants a cat? Needs to be someone who's not raising a kid, because of course you can't have a cat if you have a child. Apparently. Oh, you don't got a weapon. Oh, it's because you don't really... Well, you got a cat. Hope you enjoy it. Okay. Go reclaim this. Go scout here real fast. Because that's the last place up along that border to scout. Okay. As soon as I'm done scavenging, I'm gonna go clean out the old movie theater. The last time we visited the government, a man, Greg Rose, pulled me aside. He said he was interested in coming over to join the fort, but Davis forbade him from leaving. Today he's at the gate, asking to be let in. The government will be pissed. Let's talk to the government and let them know it's okay. Davis wasn't happy to hear about the deserter from us, but agreed there'd be no hard feelings. Welcome to the team, Greg. Alright. I appreciate it. Do we have anywhere he can work? No, we don't got any bars or anything, do we? Well, you know what he could do? Work the farm. You want to talk to me, Philip? I had a chance to talk with Philip Penderson over a drink today. He said, back before all this, by day I was just your average working stiff, but by night I would dazzle audiences with my performance in the Scarlet Pimpernel on the local stage. The reviewer on our town paper said my performance would make the author turn in his grave. That's a good thing, right? Musician. Oh, I'm on the range. We're still at a negative on food. I gotta scavenge here. Do we have anything we can... We don't need that many workshops, I don't think. So let's turn this workshop, yeah, this workshop into a farm, I think. Like, what is our... We're losing 1.5 a day. Yeah, that farm will make all the difference, I think. Oops, I clicked out of window. Convince them to let us keep it. Alright. Now you reclaim this. It's amazing what bed rest will do in a proper sterile room without all rat droppings covering the floor. Philip was a little peaky, but after a couple of days in the hospital, he's all better. Yeah, we got a farm now, and now we're gaining food. Good. Ooh, another multi-tool. Who can we even give that to? Here, get a multi... Oh, no, have that, actually. That'll be way more useful for you. I mean, no one, really. No one will benefit from the multi-tool, I mean. Torquemada Webb and I had time to talk again today. As he was saying earlier, geez, it's worse here than any of the ghettos I used to work in. Sure, I worked in some of the most crime-riddled parts of the city, but gang members don't tend to mess with electricians. They need to get power as much as the next guy. I even had good rapport with a bunch who called themselves the Granville Riffs, one of the toughest gangs anywhere, but they'd treat you fair so long as you did the same to them. I could have used their protection when I went for my last job. It was for an old lady, Grimson, one of my regulars in the ghetto. Everyone liked the old girl. Heck, most of the gangsters had grown up on her cookies, so they kept an eye out for her. That was why it was so odd to find the front door of her apartment hanging off its hinges and her main hallway looking like a pack of hungry dogs had run through it. Let's... First aid. Sure. I feel like first aid comes out of that for some reason. Alright, go reclaim the movie theater. And I'm gonna work to empty out that place. So yeah, we're anchoring ourselves in pretty safely now. Convince them it's okay. You go reclaim this. Okay, let's scout out this way a little. Because Because I think I might want to take that big... the edge of the map, hills. Oh my goodness, of course we're going to expand that way next. No, you stay there. I didn't mean to grab you. I'm going to get a head start on expanding that way, actually. That's how much I want it. Okay. Convince them it's okay. Listen, you can't handle all that land. If you give us that land, it just means less zombies for you. It's good for you to give us that land. Okay. Can you safely... Yeah, nah, you can't safely fight any of that. So you just keep scouting out areas. I feel like churches have a higher likelihood of generating people than other locations. Let's focus on killing the zombies before we recruit those people. We saw his government saboteur lurking around the walls today. Not sure what he was up to, but we scared him off before he got a chance to do it. So that made them weaker? That's funny. Government's trying to undermine us. Also, I don't like the way that looks. You... Yeah, you just try and guard that area best you can. Oops, you keep farming. Little hobo! I met a strange dog digging outside the walls today. A handsome German shepherd with a blue bandana. When I approached him, he gave me a friendly bark, wagged his tail, then barked again. Like he wanted me to come over. I took a look at the hole he was digging. Turned out we found a whole bunch of potatoes potato plants we'd never noticed. After he showed me his find, the fella wandered off. I think I'll call him London if I ever see him again. Alright, now I'm gonna clean out that place. Convince them it's okay. And convince them it's okay. Alright, that's a fantastic expansion. Hey, do you two think you can handle this? No, didn't think so. For now, you guys just go and scout ahead a little bit, I suppose. Since we don't actually need you yet. Okay. Because I want to recruit the new people before we, start reclaiming these buildings. I want to keep him guarding up there. It suddenly feels like a Hollywood movie premiere in here in Spokane. We set up 2 powerful beams of light to run for several hours a night, broadcasting our existence to any survivor with within at least 20 miles. Hopefully they'll see it and come. With no other light pollution to compete, our little bat signal pierces the sky and lights up the clouds like they're on fire. It's a beautiful sight. Alright, I'm gonna try and recruit this fella. You two, or you go reclaim that, and you scout here. Still don't like the looks of what's happening there. Research fertilizer. That'll be helpful, I think. Alright, hang on. Okay, I was wondering if his eyebrows reflected the mood. That would be cool if, like, that should be, if they make another one, like a Rebuild 4, that should be a thing where on the portrait you can tell how happy or upset someone is and sort of use that to, at a glance, judge how people are doing. Okay. Next. You go help with that. Actually, no. Keep scouting out for us. Get us an eye further downstream. See what there is to get. Bickering roommates. Let's get them both. Yep, we're reclaiming plenty of territory. Alright. I'm gonna go and now scavenge up some of our own supplies. You can work this farm for now. And let's reclaim this church. Do I want to reclaim the other church yet is a big question. I don't think they're gearing up an attack on us yet. How's about you go and try and recruit that new fella? And you keep our border safe. Okay. Oh, and we got another... Right, this is the one we've been sending out to scout. What's over here? And another engineer. Let's get them to work. Building ammo all the same for now. I think at a certain point we'll shift their focus over to something else, though. We're desperate for building materials and can't reclaim any buildings until we get more. So, I wonder if it's just a coincidence that someone just pulled up with a pickup truck full of lumber. His name is Bill and he's got a family waiting for him on the hills somewhere. He's not interested in joining us, but maybe he can help. Let's invite him for lunch. Bill sat down and relished the simple meal we prepared for him. He said he gets material from demolished buildings, cutting them out of wood, and sometimes he finds good stuff while scavenging for supplies. Before he left, he told us about a nearby cache of materials that we could have. Nice, that's really good. Ooh, a motorcycle. You're going to get that motorcycle, buddy. Because I think that's going to be much more helpful to you than the cat. Yeah, go clean that out, because now there's no danger from being a high distance away. Okay, we're doing much better now. And it looks like over here... So I think we'll push down to claim all this territory before we cross the river. Convince them it's okay. Ooh. The man I met at the trailer park was clearly strung out after years of living alone. He was acting paranoid and defensive, waving a pistol in my face, ready to fire, or in my face, asking rapid-fire questions. Who are you? Who sent you? How do you find me? What do you want? Are you here to steal my stuff? Let's talk him down. I kept my hands up where you could see them and spoke gently like you would to a child, saying I was a friend and I wasn't going to hurt him, and that we had a nice, safe place where he could come and live. After a minute of this, he pointed the gun to the floor. Stop patronizing me, he said. I'm just cautious, not crazy. He agreed to come back to our come check our fort out, and approved of the defenses. Welcome aboard, Pascal Tremblay. Another builder. Not too bad. Hang on. You go start reclaiming this. Sorry, builders, but we basically got you guys on scouting duty for the moment, because that's where you're most useful currently. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning out over here. Yep. Now scout those, and I think for now you'll be done scouting after that, and you'll be helping us gather wood and reclaim territory. And you? Are you religious? No? Oops, you keep farming. Well, either way... Actually, can you... No, you can't work in the radio station. How many of our people are religious? How many are drinkers? We got 1 religious, 2 religious, 3 religious. Yeah, let's go ahead and let him work in the church. I'm cautious of it because in Rebuild 2, people being religious made them susceptible to a threat. But I haven't seen anything like that in Rebuild 3 yet. Alright, next. Okay. What was that sound from? Is there a mass of zombies somewhere I'm not seeing? Are they getting ready to stage a raid? Well, either way, you're now going to be a full-time lumber... Actually, no. Our weakest builder works as a lumber gatherer. That's actually probably a bad idea. You know what? Our strongest builder will gather the lumber. I'm gonna take out the Z here. You take out the Z here. And the two of you, for now, work to reclaim this area. Alright. Next day. Zombie mob spotted. That's probably what that sound was. Was that mob spawning in. Alright. Ooh, he can handle that himself. Good, good. Fuckers. 25 food. The government just raided our field. I know we didn't have anyone to defend it, but it was poor form to leave a "sorry we missed you" note, talking about adding insult to injury. They can keep their food. Ever heard of a thing called night soil? Let's just say you might not want to know where our fertilizer comes from, but so far it's very effective. Just mixing a little into the soil we plant our seedlings in has increased our output of food. Our food output of the farms by a ratio of 1 per day. Bleh. Having a fucking stroke. Having a stroke, if you know what I'm saying. I just drooled on myself doing that joke. Blech. Oh my god, we've already been going for 41 minutes. It's so easy to get caught up in, what I'm doing with this. I'm actually gonna step away and get a drink. And break the episode. Research irrigation. Prevent drought. Higher max food. But yeah, I'm gonna step away and get a drink. And break the recording there. The stream's not gonna end. We'll be back in a moment. I would like to take a moment to say, you know, if you're enjoying this content and you're on Twitch, go ahead and say so in the ask box down below, or the suggestion box. I check that before every single stream for anything you guys think I should do to increase the quality of streams, or what kind of games you'd like to see. So far it's almost empty aside from a joke there by my friend. If you're watching this on YouTube, give me a like, subscribe and ring the bell, and of course leave comments. I've responded to every single comment left on my channel so far. I use this to help me gauge what kind of games I'm gonna play. And lastly, if you're watching this on Tumblr, because I put everything on Tumblr as well, give it a like, give it a reblog, and go ahead and throw a suggestion at me in my ask box on Tumblr. I always try and check my Tumblr messages regularly in order to respond to anything people might want to ask or say. Mostly right now, a lot of what I'm doing is based off YouTube analytics and suggestions from my friends. But I'm very open to suggestions from all of you. Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, all linked to each other, and it's all Ollyric. So, anyway, we will be back shortly.